Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you the 2020 planner that I have created and is available now to order. If you are not in South Africa, you can still order it. I will inform you what the cost will be to get it to you. I do have for a few different countries the courier costs. Also, if you are in South Africa, if you aren't anywhere close to where I'm going to be selling them, you can also contact me. I can also courier to you using Aramex. Now, this planner is something that I've been working on, that I've done for 2017, and I did one for 2018 and 2019. Or no, sorry, I did 2018. But never got it out there. And then 2019 I did it, but I couldn't find a printer for it or someone that could bind it and print it. They just kept telling me it was too thick, and then I also they wanted to charge me like a fortune. Some of them wanted to charge me 500 Rand a planner, which is absolute madness. Sorry. So I was just like, I can't sell a planner for that much money. It's just ridiculous. So now I finally found a printer for all the indie authors out there that are looking for publishers. This one that I'm using is SA Paperback. They are brilliant. I love their service. I love their costing. It's just, I'm very impressed with them. I'm just beyond impressed. For me, that's been busy with this for over a year trying to find printers. I can't even tell you how impressed I am with these people. So if you are out there and you're looking for a printer, you should go and check them out. If you can't find them, you can just drop me a comment and I will send you the link to their website or their email address or something. So onto the planner, which I'm very proud of. It's in color, which I'm also very excited about because my first planner wasn't, and this one is. So I'm also very glad about that. And plus the cover is very different from the previous covers that I did, because this one is fancy. You know, it looks like a real book. So I'm quite proud of it. So here it is. My 2020 planner. That's the front cover. This is the back cover. And then you'll see it's like basically like a book cover. And then we've got the, well, for the South Africans, if there's any people from overseas that order this book, then I will just change it for you. But these are the government school terms for all provinces, the South African public holidays, and then special days to remember. So, you know, like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. Then there is a 2021 calendar, just so you can see where you are for next year. Birthstones. And your wedding anniversary gifts. And then you'll see it's got little dividers. It says plans for 2020 with a nice photo. I got most of my photos off Pixabay, for which you can use for free. And there's some really talented photographers on there. And then my plans for the year, just like a short overview. And then 2020 at a glance. This shows you each month. You can see. And you can put all your little dates so you can see it in one view instead of going through your months looking for something. Another pretty photo. Then 2020 organizer and a photo. Alright, so we start with this one's January action plan. And the January action plan, it will be like whatever you have for that month that you want to do. And you'll see that with each month, if there's a public holiday, I put it under the action plan. And then before each week, you'll see this is the week planner. Okay, so it's got it before, in front of every week. And you'll see that it says the task tracker and daily habits, and then the days of the week. Sorry, task tracker and daily habit and the days of the week. And then also this week's projects and tasks breakdown, so you can tick things off. This thing I like to do over here for things that I have to do every week, and then I note which days I have to do them on, like blogging, if you do exercising, which I should be doing. It is on my list. Doesn't get done though very often because it just, you know, when you don't have time, it's the thing that gets the back burner very quickly, which is wrong. And then also like my writing, I write, to write when I do my music lessons, all of those things. So that's all on there that you put down. And then it's your daily ones. So you'll see it's got the date at the top with the day of the week, which day of the week it is, and it's got your times down here and some space to write it, and then write whatever you're doing, and then thoughts and reminders that you need to remember. And then here's a little water tracker, your H2O, and your top 3 priorities for the day, 3 things I'm grateful for, 3 things I'm grateful for, what you need to purchase for the day, your daily affirmation. Now with me, I usually put my daily Bible verse over there. Then any calls or messages that you need to make, and then also birthdays or follow-ups that you need to put in. So that just reminds you if there's a birthday on the day, or if there's anything you need to follow up. So you'll notice that they all look like this every day and every week. The only difference is the color. So every month will be a different color. So this was January's like a light blue. The thing that I changed about this was the 2019 one was quite prominent colors, so it was like bright, whereas check how pretty that photo is. Whereas now the 2019 one is not. So you'll see this is February, and then I also put a little bear in love because February is the month for Valentine's. So you'll see each month has a bit of a different color, which I can go there. See. Okay, so that's the only difference between each month. So each month has a month view on it, so you can see what you need to do for the month, the action plan for the month. It's every week has the week preview basically, and then the days of the week, and yeah, that's everyone's got that every week, should I say. Then I'm just going to go to the back of the planner. Okay, then the next thing that we've got here is my project and tasks tracker. Okay. So first of all, we've got my projects for 2020, so you can write down whatever you have for 2020, any projects that you have that need to be done. And then the next thing is for people that are writers and also bloggers, or you know, anyone that may need it, is a writing tracker. Or even if you do your journal and you want to make sure that you track it properly, or you do bullet journals and stuff. So this is my 2020 writing tracker. So with me, because I'm a writer, I put how many pages I've written for that day down, so that I can see how much I've written in a month, which helps. Okay, then there's my 2020 mood tracker. It's a little gumball machine. You'll see the different colors. stand for different things. Which is really cool. So happy, stressed, relaxed, excited, productive, grateful, and ugh. Which is obviously red because that's just like you don't feel like you're not feeling it that day. Then there comes, this is one of my favorites because I have so many projects happening, and in the past what I used to do is I used to write them all on different little pieces of paper, which would mean that I would start losing stuff because I'd have pieces of paper everywhere, and for someone that likes to be organized, it was not productive for me because my brain would go on stall mode because it didn't know what it was doing most of the time with all the little pieces of paper lying everywhere. So this is something that I really use a lot, that I sometimes even have to photocopy the pages and add more to it. And that is the project details pages. So you'll see the first page says the project number 1, and then it says done by date, so when do you want it to be done by, and then the project details, so what is the project, you know, like this planner was one of my projects on my planner, and then main steps by priority, so just like the main steps, like create the cover, you know, for a writer. So obviously I don't know every profession, but for a writer, I'd say like create the cover, and then you would put like your details, yeah, like what you'd need to do to create the cover. Do you need models? You know, all of those things. So that's, you've got the different ones. Then the next page says project notes. So that's any extra notes that you need to put that don't fit into one of these blocks, like pricing or anything that you might have picked up. Another project notes page. Okay, and then this is mind mapping or sketches. So this helps if you need to do a mind map about something or sketch something for your project, so that you can get an idea of what you want to do, which is pretty cool as well, especially for those people that can draw. So there's number 2. So there's 6 project detail sections. So when I say section, I mean it's like the page, the 2 project details, project notes pages, and then the mind mapping or sketching page. So there's 6 of those. Okay. Then just at the end of that, I decided, because some people in the previous one, they said there was not enough pages for project plans, that they didn't need a whole project details section for. It was just little pages that they needed, or little information. So what I did was I added project plans pages, which is just open pages that you can write or draw things on that you need to do. So there is 4 of those. There's 4 of those pages. Sorry, I don't want to mess the book up because it's the book that I have to take to companies and to the bookshops and stuff. So I'm trying to be careful with it. There's 4 of those pages, sorry. Then I've got this one in, which is very helpful for me. Like, this says the last time and then it says I've put in for you: spring cleaned, washed the bedding, cleaned the oven, flipped the mattress, cleaned out the fridge, trimmed my hair. And then there are 6 that are open. Now with me, because we have a gas stove, what I do is I also put like when last we got gas, because this helps me to know if we're using too much gas, or when it's coming up soon. Then I know, okay, we need to get ready to be able to pay that money out for the gas. And so, you know, you can put anything there, like your last checkup from the dentist or whatever. This is very helpful, especially for people that forget things, and like me, and that like to have everything written down, because then at least you can know when last something happened, and you don't have to rack your brain to think, oh, when did I do this, you know. Also, On mine, it's also when last that I colour my hair. So, you know, for the girls out there. But yeah, that's that one. Then the next page is the birthday tracker. And this is where you can write your birthdays down. Okay, then it says lists and notes. Now this is very helpful for me. I'm on my last page of the online thing. For the 2019 one had 4 pages. The 2021 only has 3 because I heard from a few people that 4 pages wasn't needed for them. For me, I'm on my 4th page. So I'll probably be adding some pages from the next year one. This is something you probably, I like to rewrite them every year because then I know it's nice and neat. Because sometimes when I do write it down, I do it so quickly it's not neat. And then after a while I get irritated and you can only use so much Tipp-Ex. So this is the online tools. So you'll see, this is where you say the website name. Okay. The username, just excuse my nail polish please. Username and then password. If you don't want to put the username, like I've said, Jay, if you're afraid of someone finding it, use a question or a hint instead of the username and or password. Okay, but that just helps you to remember. Next, I have a thing that says waiting on. Okay, so this is so that you don't lose track of what you have ordered, of what has been ordered and is pending fulfillment, as well as delivery and email sent where you're waiting for a response. Right, so this is the waiting on, and it says sent or requested date. Okay. Item or from, details, amount paid, and then a tick. So this helps you to keep track of anything that you're waiting for and that you're waiting on, and that you need answers to and stuff. Because sometimes we forget, life is busy. There are 4 of those pages. Then I put in a page that just says list with a line so you can say what the list is. It depends on what list it's for. If you're anything like me, there's a to-do list and a whole lot of lists. So there are 3 pages of those. Then notes and ideas, which has got little, and then it says 2021 plans, and that will have almost the same as, and so that's got my plans for next year. Then it's got this little thing, which is very helpful for things that you need to remember for next year and you have nowhere to write them down because you don't yet have the diary for next year. Things like if you have to do your driver's license or your car license or anything that needs to be renewed, you can put it into there. So you'll see that it says dates to be reminded of for next year. So the action and the dates and the comments. Very helpful. And then my projects for 2021, which is the same as the other block for the 2021. And that is it. So you'll see it's quite thick, and it's got all things that I use as well in my everyday life, because I wanted something that I could use, because the diaries that you get out there, the Philo fax inners and all of that, they just don't have everything in it that you need, and it's just not good enough, and then I have to have all these little pieces of paper lying everywhere, which I don't like. So that's why I created the journal, because I wanted to use it for myself mostly. Then I thought, why not share it with the rest of the world as well, in case other people feel the same way that I do, and they also want to have their own little pages where they don't have to have all pieces of paper lying everywhere. I do add post-it notes and all of those things like most bullet journals, so you can do that as well. And you can just have fun with it, make it pretty, make it yours, you know. If you'd like to order one, you can just go onto my blog site, which will be, all my social media is going to be in the description block below. So you can just go to my blog site and you can go to the communicate drop down tab and then the contact me tab, and you can fill it in and give me your email and that and tell me that you'd like to order it, and then I will come back to you with how to do it. You also just need to tell me where you are in the world if you are not in South Africa, so that I can come back to you with the cost of the delivery. I do still need to add that to my blog. Sorry, I know I said that I'm going to do that, I keep forgetting. I need to add that to my blog as well, the page for the courier costs for all over the world, including South Africa's one. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you really like the planner. I'm very proud of it, and if you did like the video, please can you give it a thumbs up, and also if you can please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, I would really appreciate it. It really does help. And also if you click the bell notification after you subscribed, it will inform you when I upload a video. And also you can just check out my blog for anything that I'm also bringing out at that time. There's lots of different things. There's a book coming out soon as well, so you can go and look there for all of that as well. So I hope that you have a wonderful day further and enjoy your moments. Goodbye.